Raziel, the failed assassin. You had Cain at your mercy, but lacked the courage to fulfill the act. And now you see the wasteland wrought by the tyrant's hand, by his selfish decision to preserve his own life, even when it meant sacrificing the whole world. This is the fate of Nosgoth, as long as Cain remains alive.
An ironic condemnation, given this guilty sin. One would think you'd torn down the pillars single-handedly. What are you trying to obliterate as you drag your loathsome body through this chamber? And why, as Nosgoth descends into madness and misery, do you appear to thrive? Things in this world, I am learning, are rarely what they seem. You, apparently, are no exception.
I am the engine of life, the source of Nosgoth's very existence. I am the hub of the wheel, the origin of all life, the devourer of death.
Or maybe you're just hungry. Could it be as simple as that? Wouldn't that be poetic irony? The great adversary of the vampires turns out to be the biggest parasite of them all.
Do not test my patience, Raziel. I made you, and I will unmake you if I become so inclined.
As your agent, I am beyond death.
There are fates worse than death, Raziel.
Oh, I see you now as you truly are. A cancer. A spooling parasite burrowed deep in the heart of this world.
Go now. Play out your pitiful rebellion and take your place among the destroyed, the used, and the damned. But know this. You are mine for eternity. You have always been, and will always be, my soul Reaver.
Well, we knew... Ah, shit. Should I really even bother trying to kill these things? Nah, probably not. I do have to save, though. Now, Raziel wasn't particularly receptive to the Elder God's mission, really, ever. But he went along with it because it would have granted him the opportunity to get revenge on Cain. But now that he's gone into the past, well, this is still the past even though he moved to the future, it's really confusing. He's become much more rebellious of the Elder God's intentions. And he no longer even perceives, even if he ever did at all, he no longer perceives the Elder God to even be any kind of deity, just some sort of parasite posing as a god. Now we have seen people like Mobius, who Mobius is a person who appears to worship the Elder God, or is one of his agents, but is really not just a real significant person. But having people like Mobius try to push him around is drawn... freaky little thing. You have to die so I can get my Dark Blade. It's the more and more they try to manipulate him, the more and more Raziel is going to be pushing back. Now, I guess the only reason why he's sort of passively going along with Cain's plan is because Cain is being more frank about his intentions and all of that. But despite this rebellion, the Elder God seems to be rather confident that regardless of what Raziel tries to do, what Raziel wants to do, or what misgivings he has about doing what the Elder God wants, he doesn't really have a choice in the matter in the end. He is the Elder God's instrument of whatever, destruction, Soul Reaver he called him. But I mean, even though Raziel doesn't really want to participate in this anymore, he really, in the end, isn't going to have a choice. That's what I needed the Dark Reaver for. Dark tunnel. Not tunnel. Bridge! Dark bridge! What? Why do you guys keep coming after me here? If I had some regular enemies, I'd just kill them with my fist or a sword, but no, I gotta use the Soul Reaver against you. This whole area was filled with water before, and now it's only partially filled with water now. You'd think with all that frickin' rainfall it would be more likely to be flooded, but no. These hideous-ass things are... You'd think they would be like the demons that we've seen before, but they're actually easier to kill. But of course their souls don't provide Raziel with the same kind of sustenance that he would have gotten with one of the demons. Okay, I thought I killed it. Oh, actually, I think this is the other one. Having them look exactly the same can be a little confusing sometimes. And... die! Freak! The combat on Blood Omen 2 is much more rewarding in terms of control-wise, and especially the combat in Defiance, the last game in the series, is quite a bit better, even if the camera angles are kind of fucked up. But
beyond this edifice lay my sole hope of escaping this demon-infested wasteland. The time-streaming device contained therein offered my only prospect of journeying back into Nosgoth's early history. Unless I discovered some means of breaking the seal, I was condemned to be stranded here eternally.
I guess using the time-streaming device in the original one that we had used to get here wasn't an option. So, I mean, not that Raziel really even knew how to use it. It wasn't really an option for him to use that, so, you know, he has to go find some other means. Time travel was obviously something that was used back in Blood Omen, but the nature of time travel seems to be a little bit different in this game. In this one, the time-streaming devices are these gigantic rooms, as they were back in the first Soul Reaver. A large room where you had to manipulate these controls all over the walls and all that kind of stuff. Now, in Blood Omen, the time-streaming device was not an entire room, but a device, which Cain picked up when he killed, what was her name? The one in Avernus Cathedral. He went and killed one of the Circle members in this cathedral, and he found an item called the time-streaming device. He didn't know what it was at the time, but Ariel told him to hold on to it, so he did. During the Battle of the Last Stand, when he got surrounded by the Nemesis troops, it activated automatically. I don't think he had anything to do with that. Transported him into 50 years in the past. He killed William the Just. We all know what happened there. But the time-streaming device was something was something that he had something that he was carrying around, it's trying to say, or as opposed to being something that fills an entire room. Ah, you son of a bitch. You're dead, all of you. Who's next? Bitches, you're all gonna die. Give me some souls. One more? One more around here and there. Must have disappeared.
The passage of time had indeed cleared my way forward, enabling me to explore the northern mountains of Nosgoth. I was anxious to discover if some evidence of Janos Audrun's existence might still remain.
Boom! We have our way, and we couldn't go this way before. We did have to climb something 100 years in the past, but this passageway wasn't available. So Raziel wants to go find this place related to Janos Audrun, a legendary vampire that there was a picture of his heart being torn out by Malik. And with that, fuck you guys, I'm leaving. Now, Janos Aldrin died a long time before the time of Blood Omen. In fact, he was killed by Malik. Malik was at least 500... Janos Aldrin probably died at least 500 years before the start of the game, because when Malik killed Aldrin, he was a human, and of course 500 years before the start of Blood Omen was when Malik was stripped of his humanity in a way. Ah, gee, I just want to eat me a soul. What's wrong with you, fool? Chump. I'm trying to help you bastards. Why are you all getting up in my shit? They're taking that guy's sword. Now you're dead. Give me some souls. What? Oh no, not gonna tolerate that. Oops. Dead. Too bad I can't take his cannon. That would be nice. Is there another soul, or am I imagining that? I guess I'm imagining it. Why is it raining? Oh, I thought we were in a cave. Oh, my bird. One down. You're out of the way. Now we gotta go and pull this bridge up, hold the button down so the gate comes all the way up. And now we can get down.
Here I discovered the quaint hamlet of Ustenheim, now long abandoned and collapsing into ruin. Legend claimed that Janos Aldrin terrorized its villagers until the Sarafan hunters ferreted him out and destroyed him. If there was any truth to the old tales, the lair of the infamous vampire would not be far away.